Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now finally breaking the major trendline resistance. I am already in many different long trades looking for higher price targets. Let me show you. You're first of all going to see why is Bitcoin breaking out in the first place. Pay attention to the CVD indicator and to the Bitcoin price itself. For the past couple of hours, we have been getting a brand new lower low on the CVD, which simply means more selling pressure is coming in the market at this specific area versus what we got exactly at this specific low. But logically thinking, if we are seeing more selling pressure coming in, of course, Bitcoin, technically speaking, should also see some kind of a lower low. But fortunately for us, this right here was not the case. Higher low on Bitcoin, lower low on the CVD, which means bullish absorption was very strong exactly at this specific area, bullish Bitcoin indication, and as of right now, clearly we are getting a breakout towards the upside, something we were looking for already yesterday. And as of right now, zooming out on the 4-hour time frame and applying the line chart on our chart, it actually does look like the diagonal area of resistance on the 4-hour time frame is right now getting a breakout. And what does that actually mean? 4-hourly candles are being closed exactly above the diagonal level, which technically speaking it is going to be some kind of a bullish Bitcoin indication. But to be honest, something I already mentioned also yesterday is that ideally, at least in my opinion, it would still be very nice if Bitcoin does see another push down, hit our 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension price target, grab the liquidity below our recent low right here, and only then do see a breakout towards the upside. This right here remains my ideal scenario, but to be honest, I do not know if it's going to happen. That is why I do remain in my long trades, and simply if the market is going to allow us and if we do see another push down towards our liquidity level right here, I am simply going to be adding even more to all of my long trades. But the reality right now is Bitcoin is right now breaking the level right here, so probably you're right now wondering what is the first area of resistance you should right now be aware of, because remember yesterday I did share with you a very important level when we applied on our chart the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at the all-time high. This specific level is coming in at $114,000 area, aligning very nicely also with the golden Fibonacci ratio and also aligning very nicely with our recent high for liquidity purposes. But as of right now, a very similar or almost identical level is coming in slightly earlier. In my opinion, this right here is still going to be the bigger area of resistance. However, what we are right now going to do, what if we go with another anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific high? You're going to see it is going to come in at approximately $111.4 thousand area. And this specific anchored VWAP, similarly as this one right here, it is also aligning very nicely with another recent high. Not only that, what we can right now do, Fibonacci retracement from our swing high back towards the swing low, another golden pocket coming in approximately at this specific area. So it really does look like we have two very similar levels. One is going to be slightly earlier, 111.2 thousand. One is going to be slightly higher at 113.6. So all of those two levels right here are actually going to be very important on Bitcoin, because potentially the entire breakout right here is right now actually a fake out, especially if we still right now want to grab the liquidity below our recent lows. So again, if we do go lower, simply I am going to be adding even more to all of my long trades on Bitcoin, on XRP, and also on SUI. And also as of right now, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1.1 thousand likes are really possible. And also I need to announce that yes, on September 5th, on Friday, I am going to once again reopen my free VIP Discord group. The spots are going to be limited to only the first 200 people, so make sure you have an alert set once the video on Friday is going to be released. Right now, let me also share with you another some kind of a bearish Bitcoin indication looking on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. We are first of all zooming in on the 1 week time frame, where you are right now going to see bigger liquidations on Bitcoin are not coming in exactly above the heights right here, but actually and unfortunately below the recent lows. Approximately 150 million of long positions are going to get liquidated if Bitcoin does see push down. And why am I always always paying attention to the liquidations, because majority of people usually need to get wrecked before we do see a bigger reversal towards the upside. So this level right here, the liquidations cluster, is right now a bearish indication for Bitcoin and is also acting as a magnet for the Bitcoin price itself. And not only that, what if we are right now zooming out on the 2-week time frame? It's going to actually also tell us a very similar story. Only a couple of days ago, bigger liquidations on the 2-week time frame were above the previous highs. But as of right now, it actually changed. Bigger liquidations on Bitcoin are not above the recent highs right here anymore, but actually below the recent lows. 241 million of longs are going to get wrecked below the recent lows right here. So that is why, in my opinion, this specific indication right here is definitely a bearish indication of Bitcoin, even though as of right now, clearly, we are breaking a diagonal level towards the upside. So do not get me wrong. I am not saying Bitcoin right now cannot already continue towards another all-time high. Of course, if we do continue higher, I am already going to be making even more profits on all of my long trades. But if we do see right now a push down because of our liquidations right here, of course, we can be then also looking to add even more to our long positions and simply then looking for a bigger bounce on the Bitcoin chart itself. Additionally, I want to right now talk about another very important level a lot of people simply are ignoring. And why they are ignoring this level? Because it's also a very simple one. Going right now with the exponential moving averages on the 4-hourly time frame, you're actually going to see how nicely the 50 exponential moving average is usually respected once we are moving in a very strong uptrend or in a downtrend. Right here, we hit the 50 EMA, Bitcoin got a bounce. Also right here, the 50 EMA approximately was hit, we got another bounce. And also right here, we have been bouncing at the 50 EMA for many times. So in a very strong uptrend and also of course in a downtrend, the 50 EMA is a very important level you should really pay attention to. And where is Bitcoin trading as right now? Exactly at the 50 exponential moving average. So that is why, in my opinion, you should as of right now, even though we are closing the 4-hourly candles above the diagonal level, still be slightly more careful. I am not saying that I'm going to enter another short position right here, because to be honest, I do remain in all of my long positions wanting higher targets. But the reality right now is, for me to right now immediately say to you, I'm right now being super bullish because a diagonal level is being broken towards the upside, it's simply not going to be the case. We are still in a downtrend, we still have major areas of resistances above us, and also of course, once again, another major liquidity level below the recent lows still has not been hit. So yes, I would still like to see this specific scenario to play out in the next couple of hours, but again, if it doesn't play out, I do remain in my long trades looking for higher targets. And as I said before, the first area of resistance 111.6, and the next one then right here is going to be our next high at 113.5 thousand US dollar area. Now, what if Bitcoin actually does right now already get another push down below our diagonal level right here? What is the first support level you should really be aware of? Simply, we are going to go on the daily time frame, because only a couple of hours ago we did confirm a brand new daily high term time frame area of support at 108.2 thousand US dollar area. What we can right now also do, Fibonacci retracement from the low back towards the high, golden pocket coming in approximately at the daily, and also measuring the entire bottom price action with volume, point of control coming in approximately at the golden pocket and approximately at the daily. So it does look like that we do have some kind of a local area of support at 108,000 US dollars. But to be honest, at least in my opinion, this specific support level is not insignificant. If Bitcoin is actually going to see a push down back towards our golden pocket, ideally then we are then very close towards our recent lows right here. So let's see if we are then going to actually be able to take the liquidity and also then hit our major Fibonacci price targets. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, make sure you take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus, because only after you're going to register, you're already going to get 20 USDT. Click the first link down below in the description, register and deposit on Bybit, because yes, only after you register, you get 20 USDT, then deposit, you get another 20 USDT, then open up your first trade, you get another 20 USDT, and of course also you can still be getting some another additional 40 USDT on your account. And of course still the 30,000 US dollar bonus, it is right now available with the second link down below after you register and after initial deposit. But also note, only in the next couple of days I am opening up my free VIP Discord group to the first 200 people. Right now, let me also talk about the Achler Stochastic CG Oscillator, because as of right now on the weekly time frame, we have finally getting another push towards the downside, again back towards our oversold area. And once ideally we are going to be in the oversold, we can then definitely say potentially Bitcoin actually bottomed out, and we are going to then see another push toward the upside. On the monthly time frame, a very similar story, but right here we are already curving back towards the upside. So yes, I am looking for a major bounce on Bitcoin. The only question as of right now is, are we going to see a bounce already? Because technically speaking, we are breaking a diagonal level right here, or simply is Bitcoin going to see another liquidity grab below the recent close right here, and then of course continue towards another all-time high. I am not flipping right now extremely bearish. I am still looking for a bounce, but again, the only question as of right now is all-time high already, or simply are we going to be able to add even more to all of our long positions on many different altcoins, including Bitcoin. Right now, let me also share with you something very, very interesting, because this right here is also going to be another very nice bullish indication for Bitcoin. Pay attention to the crypto fear and greed index. As right now, we are clearly in the fear area. What does it mean? People, because of course we are pushing lower, they're being fearful, they're maybe even looking to enter another short position. But of course, once we are pushing down, Bitcoin is on a discount. No way I would right now be interested to fire another short position right here, simply because we are seeing a major push down. We are looking for short positions at the areas of resistances, looking for long positions at the areas of support. And as of right now, we are not at the area of resistance. We are clearly as of right now already trading at a major support area, because only a couple of days ago, yes, we hit a major anchored VWAP aligning with the liquidity level. So that is why, once again, I would not be flipping right now extremely bearish. We trade, of course, from level to level. We know we are at the area of support already, but once again, ideally, I would still like the liquidity below the recent lows right here to be taken. We liquidate even more people from their trades, and only then do see potentially another push toward the upside for our bigger rising wedge pattern to then finally play out. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus using the first link down below, only after you register and after initial deposit. But also do not forget, only in the next couple of days I'm going to open up my free VIP Discord group. That is also right now why. Thank you very much for smashing up the like button.